if not way more than that. I've been in and out of gym since I was 14. I actually remember mum lying about my age to get me into my first gym. You were meant to be 15, but I was a little fatty and I really needed to be doing some sort of movement. And since then, I had my own health journey. I got into personal training and then group fitness stuff. I've had multiple intermittent spurts of super disciplined, consistent training up until the point now where I've been consistently training for about 4 years. In those 1,000+ hours, I have learned a bunch of teachings, and here is what I wish I knew when I started. 1,000 hours of training taught me that there is something special about striking a balance between being a stupid ego lifter that's just worrying about the weights and then being a full Urkel nerd trying to do everything absolutely perfect. Find a balance between being a bit of a beast and a bit of a nerd. Apply your nerd stuff in a beast fashion. And I think that's really the sweet spot of performance in the gym and getting gains. 1,000 hours of training taught me that if you don't make stretching a little bit of a priority, your body will make you make it a priority in the form of making you sore and tight. As well as that, stretching can actually be quite an enjoyable thing. 1,000 hours of training taught me that you need to be hitting your core and not just ignoring it because you're fat and you can't see it and you think it doesn't matter. Core is like the foundation that everything else hangs off, and when your core is stronger, everything else gets stronger. 1,000 hours of training taught me that you can still drink and occasionally get fucked up.
Hey babe, how you doing?
I feel so fucked up.
Babe thought it was a good idea to have 3 double packs, 3 shots in 1 hour. Now look.
And continue towards your goals. 1,000 hours of training taught me that spending money on this new hobby, investing in equipment and resources and supplements, for me at least, makes you stick with it more. It makes it more exciting. If you've got cool gym clothes, if you've got cool equipment to use, if you're going to a cool gym, if you've got a nice protein supplement to help you get them gains, it really helps. You're a whole lot more inclined to continue with something if you've dumped money into it. 1,000 hours of training taught me that having a program that has some forward thinking in it that isn't leaving any bits out is a very important thing, and that if you're just doing whatever feels good when you're there, you're gonna miss out on some bits. 1,000 hours of training taught me that there's a special tribe vibe element that comes from training with other people, but at the same time, being able to train and exercise by yourself is an important piece of the working out puzzle. 1,000 hours of training taught me that kettlebell swings translate into making you a better root. It's a lot easier to give good fuck when you have a few thousand kettlebell swings under your belt. 1,000 hours of training taught me that there is a difference between diet and exercise and a difference between training and nutrition. If you're on a diet, you're eventually off a diet. However, with nutrition, it's an understanding about food that you carry with you through your whole life. 1,000 hours of training taught me that there really is a big love to be found in movement. Coming from someone who used to literally despise physical effort, I'm telling you guys, there is something so rewarding, something so lovely about training once you get to a certain point. If you haven't found it yet, I promise you it's there to be found. 1,000 hours of training taught me that your body will choose where it wants to take the fat from. I have fucking head veins before I have abs. 1,000 hours of training taught me that people are checking you out and watching you a whole lot more than you think. The amount of people that I've never spoken to for years, and then you have strike up a conversation with them and they talk about seeing your gains, this, that. People are watching. Not that we should give a shit what people are thinking, but people are watching. 1,000 hours of training taught me that getting a little bit of variety and a little bit of spice is so important in keeping you coming back consistently. Changing your training modalities from time to time or experimenting with a different program or mode of training is huge in keeping you active consistently. 1,000 hours of training taught me that a nice ass in a pair of tights is literally irresistible to look at. 1,000 hours of training taught me that if weight loss is your goal, you can undo an entire week's worth of effort in a single hour's worth of eating. 1,000 hours of training taught me that if you only worked out on days that you absolutely felt like it, you wouldn't work out all that much. Especially at first, because you know, reflecting on that, I look forward to pretty much every single workout these days. And it blows my mind to think that I'm saying that and truly meaning it because, like I said, I used to fucking hate exercise. 1,000 hours of training taught me that some of the most beautiful looking people are actually some of the most insecure. 1,000 hours of training taught me that if you're developing a skill, developing a type of movement and not just lifting, even though that's technically a skill anyway, it's so much more fun and exciting. It's gonna keep you coming back more. Take skipping or kettlebell juggling, for example. Fucking love it. 1,000 hours of training taught me that when there's a hot girl nearby, it makes you stronger.
You are so cute. Yes, you are. You are so beautifully cute. Don't look at me like that.